Hey, what's up guys? So in this video, I'll be talking about 50 plus tips and tricks that you can do on Amazfit T Rex 3 Pro. And I'll be sharing some amazing features along the way. So make sure that you watch this video till the end. And with that, let's get started. The first thing that I want to talk about is that if you scroll down, you get to your quick controls. And here you can actually long press on them and go in the edit mode. From here, you can tap on this plus button and you will get more options to add to quick controls. Now the maximum that you can have is 9 on a page, and then you can have 2 pages of these quick controls. To add more, you need to remove some. In the edit mode, you can also move these quick controls around to keep the most important ones on the first page. On T-Rex 3 Pro, there are no widgets or tiles, but we do get these info cards. So if you swipe up from the watch face, you get these cards called info cards, and here you can actually add shortcuts of things that are important to you, apps or activities or whatever. So by default you get some of these things, like we have Zep Flow here, biocharge, weather, sleep, music controls, and recommended apps and all this stuff. But you can keep going down, and then from here go in settings. From here you can remove some of these cards, and if you keep scrolling you get the option to add more, and there are a lot of options to choose from. From the quick controls, you can turn on something called theater mode. So if you tap on this theater mode button, you can actually read what this is. After you turn on the theater mode, the watch will be muted, the screen brightness will be reduced to the minimum, the wake on wrist raise and always on display features will be disabled, and the screen will not light up for incoming notifications. So this is something that you can just turn on when you are going to watch a movie in a theater, and the watch will not disturb you or anyone else. And once you turn it on, all the settings will turn on, and you can see that the display brightness has gone all the way down. T-Rex 3 Pro also supports portrait watch faces, where you get the depth effect with the time. So let me show you how this works. So in this watch face, you can see that it has a really cool effect where the time is behind the subject, and you can have several photos like this, portrait photos actually, and you can tap on them, and every time you'll tap the photo will change, and you can keep having this depth effect in these different photos. To set it up, you need to go in the Zap app on your phone, go in device, and here go in watch faces, scroll down, and you will see this portrait watch face. Tap on this, and here you can add photos from the gallery. So make sure that you have these portrait photos, otherwise this will not work. And then you can choose the watch style. You can choose what information that you want to show on this watch face, calendar, current steps, and you can go in there to change these things. You have quite a few options to do that. Now once you have selected a photo from the gallery, you will see it like this, and here you can select the position of the time however you want to place it. And if you don't want a depth effect, there is that option here as well, and you can move the photo around to make sure that it looks really cool. Then you can just save it, and it will sync up with your watch, and you have this portrait effect. Next up, you can also lock the display of this watch, in which case it will not register any touches at all. So to do that, you need to go in quick controls and then tap on this lock button here, and now you'll see that the device is locked and it will not register any touch input. And now to unlock it, just long press on any button and it will unlock the display. There is also this water ejection mode built into this watch, which helps you eject the water out of the speaker in case you are swimming with the watch or taking a shower. So just tap on this button here, and then it tells you to mind the direction of the water ejection and keep the speaker port of the watch facing down. And then all you have to do is press this button and it will play this sound to eject the water out of the speaker, and then you can wipe it and clean it. If you want to keep the display on this watch for longer than the screen timeout, which has a maximum limit of 30 seconds, you also have that option. And for that, you need to go in quick controls and then tap on this button here, and then it gives you the time limit of all the way up to 20 minutes. So basically, once you hit that time limit, the screen will stay on for that amount of time. So now the screen will stay on for 5 minutes because that's what I've selected. But this feature will turn off once you turn the display off. And now if we go in the quick controls, you can see that this has been turned off. If you go in settings and then go in watch face and time, you can also set the time format from here, or you can allow it to just follow the phone format. And you can also set the date format from here as well. T-Rex 3 Pro also supports auto brightness, so you can go in the quick controls, tap on this brightness button, And here you can manually control the brightness, but you can also hit this A button and that will turn on auto brightness, and you have seen how it has quickly reduced the brightness. But the moment you manually set the brightness, this feature will turn off. You can also change the wake on wrist raise responsiveness speed. And for that, you need to go in settings, then go in display, and here go in wake on wrist raise, then go in response speed and set it to sensitive. And from here, you can also change the enable status. You can set it to smart, you can schedule it, you can set it to all day, or you can just go ahead and turn it off. So for smart, if the system detects that you have fallen asleep while wearing the watch or you have taken off the watch, it automatically disables wake on wrist raise. So that's actually pretty useful. If you're sleeping, this feature will turn off automatically. Next, you can also set up whether you want to single tap to turn on the display or double tap to turn on the display. And once again, we'll go in settings, go in display, and here scroll down to go in tap to wake and set single tap or double tap to turn on the display. You'll see that the display will not turn on with the single tap. Now I have to double tap to turn it on. One of my favorite features on this watch is the night display feature. So you can actually go in quick controls and tap on this icon, and that will turn on this red filter on the entire watch interface. So everything will be this red color. So this is something that you can turn on at night to reduce the glare of the display going into your eyes. Now you can set this feature up by going in settings, then go in display, and here scroll down to go in night display. You can turn it on from here. You can also change the color from red to orange or green, and you can also schedule this night light to turn on automatically at night. Next up, you can also manage the volume for different things like alarms and notifications on this watch, and you can do that by going in settings, then go in sound and vibration, and here go in volume. So here you can go in each one of them and change their volume. So you can go in alarms, set that volume, go in workout, set that volume, go in voice assistant and set that volume up as well. Another thing you can do here is you can also go in sounds and you can change the sounds for different things like alarms and workouts and ringtones. And finally, the last thing you can do here is you can set the vibration intensity for notifications. So if you go in here, you can set it to standard or enhanced. If you're getting notifications on the watch or your alarm is ringing and you want to quickly mute that, you can set it up to cover the display and mute that sound very quickly. So for that, you need to go in settings, then go in sound and vibration, go down, and you will see this option cover to mute, turn it on from here. Moving on, you can also turn on automatic workout detection on this watch. And to do that, you need to go in settings, then go in workout, and here go in workout detection. Here you can select the workout types that you want the watch to detect, and then you can turn on the alert for that and the sensitivity for that as well. Now, in my experience, set it to standard or low, because if you set it to high, even if you're driving around, the watch will detect you as running or walking and will start recording your activity. From here, you can also turn on always on display, and you can also select the unlock method. So one finger double tap or wrist raise. You can also turn on the voice broadcast if you want to get the voice instructions while you're working out. Moving on, you can also turn on do not disturb mode during workouts. So for that, you need to go in settings and then go in notifications. And here, scroll all the way down and you will see this option, do not disturb during workout. So then notifications won't alert you or pop up while you are working out. There are also some really crucial notification settings that you can customize on this watch. And for that, go in settings, go in notifications. So from here, you can turn on the notifications indicator. You can turn on the notifications preview. So it shows the icon and headline first when a notification arrives. You can also turn on auto show following notification. So it will show you the next notification details after a short delay. Then you have turn wrist to show full notification. So if you have received a notification, you can turn this feature on. So when you'll turn the wrist, it will show you the full notification. Then you have screen on upon notification. So whenever you will receive a notification, the screen will turn on. Next, you can also turn on silence notifications when off wrist. You also get a very cool AI assistant on T Rex 3 Pro, which Amazfit calls Zep Flow. And you can use this to pretty much do anything on this watch. You can control different settings of the watch. You can ask it about your activities, or you can ask it any general questions. And you can turn this on by long pressing this select button, and it comes on like this, like Siri, and then you can ask it to do pretty much anything. So let's try this out. How many steps did I walk yesterday?
You took 2,268 steps yesterday.
Increase the brightness level on the watch.
I increased the screen brightness.
And it also gives you a slider right there to control the brightness if you want. Would I need an umbrella tomorrow?
Yes. Tomorrow will be showers in Mississauga. You might need an umbrella.
And then it also brings up the weather card and weather for the next week. Set an alarm for 7 a.m. tomorrow. And there you go. The alarm is set. Start an indoor cycling activity that can burn 300 calories. So that's how you can use Zepflow to accomplish quite a lot on this watch. And there are some Zepflow settings that you can also go through. So if you go in settings and then go in voice assistant and then go in Zepflow, you can turn on the voice responses, female or male voice. You can also give it notification access. So when you will receive a notification, you can act upon that notification. So for example, if you receive a notification with a date and time in it, you can just turn on the Zepflow from there and ask it to schedule it for you. And it will do that. You can turn on announce notifications on Headphone Connect, show AI notification assistant, activate Zepflow upon notifications. You can change the language of Zepflow from here as well, and it supports all of these languages. And then finally, you can also delete the history as well. Next up, there is also an offline voice assistant available on T Rex 3 Pro that allows you to accomplish pretty much any action on the watch with just voice control. So you can access it by going in settings and go in voice assistant, then go in offline voice control. And here you will see we have three options: wake up mode, view all voice commands, and offline voice language. So first we need to set up the wake up mode. So here we have respond within 5 seconds after you turn your wrist, respond within 5 seconds after the screen lights on, and respond during screen light up. So we'll select this one here. Then we have view all voice commands. You can go in here and here you can get the voice commands for system control, opening apps, workout controls, alarm and timer, reminder controls, and music controls. So pretty much any function on the watch can be accomplished using this, but you need to use the exact commands that are available in this manual here. So to turn on do not disturb mode, you need to say enable DND or disable DND. Then the last thing here is offline voice language. So you can download these or select these different languages for this offline voice control. So let's go ahead and try this. It turns on enable DND and do not disturb is enabled. Now let's try again. Disable DND and the DND is disabled. So that's how you can control all of these different functions of the watch using offline voice control. You can also connect external workout accessories like heart rate monitors with this watch. And to do that, you need to go in settings, scroll down, and you will see this option, workout accessory. Go in here, and any devices that you have will appear here via Bluetooth, and you can connect them with this watch. You go in settings and then scroll down, go in preferences. Here, you can go in keyboard, you can select the keyboard language. So you have these languages supported for keyboard. And then you can also change the keyboard layout. So you have QWERTY, QWERTZ, and AZERTY options. You can also change the watch language. And for that, you need to go in settings, go in preferences, scroll down, go in watch language. And from here, you can set it to follow the phone's language or use any of these other options. Next up, we also get maps on this watch, and there are two specific features that I want to show you which are just mind blowing. You can use this watch to navigate as well as create round trips for yourself. But first, you need to download the maps on the watch, and to do that, you need to go into the Zap app on your phone, go in device, and here go in map management. From here, you can select the area of the map that you want to download. Then you can select whether you want a base map, ski map, or contour map, and then just download it, and it will be transferred to your watch. On the watch, you need to go in the apps, and here go in map, and then wait for the GPS to connect. Now, once the GPS is connected, you can explore different areas of the map by just scrolling. You can zoom in and out of the map using these buttons here. But the features that I want to show you exist in this menu here. Tap on this button, go in navigation, and here go in explore nearby. And from here, you can actually explore nearby things like convenience store, restrooms, coffee shops, parks, bar, restaurants, emergency, art, outdoor, nature, lodging, sports, transportation, and a lot of other stuff. So let's say if we go in nature, it will search your location and will bring up different things related to nature, like parks or something like that, that are around you in this search results here. Another fantastic feature on this watch is that you can tap on any point on the map and it will give you the option to navigate to that point. And then you can just tap on this button here and it will show you the distance to that location. You can then turn on the straight line navigation or route navigation. If you select that, it will give you the workout option that you want to do. Let's say we want to do outdoor running, and then it will start to calculate the route. Now sometimes it works pretty well and will calculate the route in few seconds, but other times it will just glitch like it is doing right now and will not work at all. But when it works well, it gives you navigation like this, turn by turn, which you can follow on the watch. Another fantastic thing you can do here is that you can create a round trip route. So if you go in here, you can select the activity that you want to do. Let's say we want to do outdoor cycling. Then you can select the direction, any direction, east, west, south, or north. So let's do that. And then you can select the distance that you want to cover in that direction. So let's say we want to do 15 kilometers, and then select that and it will calculate the route for you. And let's see how quickly it does it in real time. All right, so let's reduce the distance. So here, as you can see, that it has created a round trip route for me for this activity, which I can then do. Tap on this button here. I can start the activity, or I can also save this route from here. You can also sync the calendar on the watch with the calendar on the phone using the Zap app. And once you've done that, you can then go in the calendar app on your watch, and here you will see all your events in the calendar app, and you can just tap on the event and go through your events on the watch. You can also set up multiple timers in the timer app on this watch, and for that you need to go in apps, go in more, and here go in the timer app, and from here you can start multiple timers. Tap on the plus button, start another one, tap on the plus button, and then you can start another one. You can see all the timers and their countdown right here. You can pause them from here as well and cancel them from here as well. Moving on, you can also turn on auto stress monitoring on this watch, and for that you need to go in the stress app, scroll all the way down, and from here go in settings and turn on auto stress monitor, which will automatically measure stress every 5 minutes. You'll also get a stress relief reminder if the watch detects that you are stressed. If you go in the sleep app and then scroll all the way down, you can go in sleep settings, and here you can turn on something called sleep schedule. So it will help you develop good sleeping habits if you set this schedule and follow it. So here you can select the days, you can select your bedtime, wake up time. If you want, you can also set up the wake up alarm. You can also turn on the bedtime reminder, so the watch will remind you that it's about your bedtime. You can set the timer for that, 5 minutes in advance, 10 minutes, 15, 30 minutes. So you can do that. And then you can also set up the enable sleep mode option. So when you are sleeping, the sleep mode will be turned on automatically. Moving on, you can also use the Find My Phone app to locate your phone with this watch. So go in the apps, go and Find My Phone, and it will vibrate your phone. If you tap on this button here, you can also make your phone ring. If you go in the apps, you'll see that there are a lot of health apps available that can measure your heart rate, blood oxygen levels, and stress levels, and other things. But You can calculate all of this with just one app that measures four key metrics: heart rate, blood oxygen levels, breathing rate, and stress levels in one go. And the app is one tap measuring. So go in here, tap on measure, and then follow the instructions. And then sit back and relax for the watch to do its thing for 45 seconds. Once it's done, it will give you your heart rate, stress level, blood oxygen levels, and breaths per minute. And you can also redo it if you think that the readings are not accurate, which is the case here. There's also a voice recorder available on T Rex 3 Pro, and not only can you record voice on the watch, you can also transfer it to the phone as well. So if we go in apps, go in more, and here we'll see this voice memos option. Go in here, and here you can record anything that you want. Once you're done, your recording will be available here. If you tap on it, you can listen to the recording on the watch. But you can also go in the Zep app, go in device, scroll down, and here go in voice memos, and you will see this recording right here. Tap on transfer, select the recording, and select transfer to phone, and this recording will be transferred from the watch to the phone. If you receive a text notification on the watch, you can actually now use a full QWERTY keyboard to respond to that message from the watch. So if you long press on the message, you will get this menu. From here you can use the full QWERTY keyboard to respond to the message. You can use the voice to text feature to respond to the message, or you can also send an emoji to the message. Moving on, we also get a meditation app on T Rex 3 Pro. So if you go in the apps, you can go in the meditation app. From here, go in settings, you can set the meditation timer, and then you can start the meditation on the watch and follow it as it goes through different parts of the meditation on the watch. Next up, we also get a barometer app on T Rex 3 Pro. So you can go in the barometer here, and here you will see the air pressure at your location. If you scroll up, you will see your altitude. You can tap on this button and use GPS, calibrate when the workout starts and all that stuff. In the air pressure, you can tap on this button here to turn on the storm alerts, and you can also set the threshold for the alert. We also get a jet lag manager app on T Rex 3 Pro. So if you go in the app drawer, you will see this jet lag manager. You can go in here and it will tell you to add a trip first in the Zep app. So if you have an upcoming trip, you can add the details in the Zep app on your phone, and then you will get the instructions in this jet lag manager. So let's go ahead and try this out. So in the Zep app on your phone, go in device, scroll down, and here you will see this jet lag manager. Go in here. Here you first need to add a trip. So here I've added the trip details. You can also select if this is a one-way trip. Then you will see the details here. Tap on confirm. It will ask you a few questions. How much do you expect jet lag to affect you on upcoming flight? So you can answer these questions. How many days do you think it will take for your jet lag symptoms to subside? And do you use melatonin to adapt faster and sleep better? And then you're all set. Then it will give you the guidance: seek light, be active, avoid light, sleep, and the time slots. You'll see the time difference and travel essentials preparation in the jet lag manager on the phone. Now, if you go in the jet lag manager app on the watch, you will see the time in Toronto, time in London, the time difference. If you scroll up, you will see this graphical representation of your instructions. So when to avoid light, be active, seek light, and sleep. It will appear right here in the watch app. If you go in settings, you can also schedule your reminders. So you will get timely alerts for sleep, coffee, and light exposure to help adjust to the new time zone. And then you can also turn on the morning check-in, and it will enable you to receive a daily questionnaire after arrival. It fine-tunes your schedule and insights for better adaptation. So over time, it will get better as you will answer these questions. So that's how you can use the jet lag manager on T Rex 3 Pro. T Rex 3 Pro comes with 32 gigs of internal storage, and you can use this storage to download watch faces, apps, but most of all, you can use it to install offline music on this watch. And you can do that from the Zep app on your phone. So in the Zep app, go in device, scroll down, and then go in music app. From here, you can add any music from the phone to the Zep app. Now from here, I'll just select any music that I can add to the watch. So I've selected this music, and then I'll tap transfer, and the song will now transfer to the watch. Once the song has been transferred to the watch, you can go in app drawer and then go in the music app. And here scroll up, go in playlists, go in all music, and you will find your song right here. And then you can tap on it to play it. You get the playback controls. You can increase or decrease the volume. You can start the loop if you want, and you can add it to your favorites and to your workouts as well. A unique feature that I've noticed in T Rex 3 Pro is the availability of multi-sport workout in the workout app. So if you go in the app drawer and then go in workout, you will see this option multi-sport. Go in here and then go in settings. From here you can turn on workout alerts, but if you go in more, you can actually add different workouts. So you can go in item 1, you can remove the workout, you can change. So these are the limited options that you get for multi workout. So from here you can add all these different workouts. So right now I have got 3 workouts. You can still add more if you want, and then you can keep on adding, and once you're done, just press go and your workout will start, and it will go through your workouts one by one. So right now we are on the indoor cycling. If you want to move on to the next workout without completing the first workout, just press on this back button and press again, and it will change your workout to the next workout. T Rex 3 Pro also has an always on display feature, so you can turn on always on display, but there is a fantastic hidden feature in the always on display settings that I want to show you. So if you go in settings and then go in display, here go in always on display, and then go in always on style, and here you'll get two options: follow watch face or style selection. So you can set always on display to always follow the watch face, or you can select a different always on display style, and here you will get few styles that you can select from. Select this one, go back. Now when I launch always on display, we'll get the style that we selected. Moving on, there is a fantastic GPS control setting on T Rex 3 Pro which allows you to control how the GPS functions on this watch. Now you can access this setting by going in settings, scroll down, go in workouts, and here go in GPS setting. Here you will see a few options. So the first one is accurate. You can go in there. Then you have automatic. Then you have power saving, and then you have custom. Now if you go in custom, you can select your GPS band, whether you want a single band or dual band. You cannot go in positioning combination, so it will always be all satellites, but then you can go in satellite search, and here you can select whether you want to prioritize speed or prioritize accuracy. Now for the rest of the settings, you cannot change them, but you can go in them and you can see how they have been set up. So for power saving, we have a single band, we have low power GPS, and we have speed first. Then for automatic, it actually tells you that in smart mode, settings are automatically switched based on the quality of the current satellite signal, so as to achieve a balance between accuracy and power saving. And then we have accurate, so here it will use dual band, all satellites, and accuracy first. And finally, the last thing that I want to talk about is the new podcast app on T Rex 3 Pro, which I've not seen in any other Amazfit watches that I've reviewed this year. If you go in the app drawer and scroll down, you will see this new app which is called podcast. So go in here and it will tell you to install or download podcasts from the Zap app on your phone. So let's go through that setup first. In the Zap app on your phone, go in device, scroll down, and you will see this podcast app right here. Go in here. From here, you can search your podcasts and you can install them. Go in them, and here you can start downloading their episodes. And once they are downloaded, they'll be transferred to the watch. And once they are transferred to the watch, you can access them on the watch and listen to them on the watch as well. So now if we go in the podcast app, you'll see that I have this episode of Waveform podcast downloaded on the watch. And if you scroll up, you can go in your downloads and see all your downloaded episodes here. You can also go in settings and you can turn on background app activities, turn on auto clean, which will delete any podcasts after 15 days. So you can set all this up, and you can also play the podcast and listen to it on the watch. However, it does have a bit of a glitch where sometimes the podcast will not start playing instantly when you tap on the play button. I don't know what this is all about, but hopefully an update will fix this issue. Did you know that Amazfit T Rex 3 Pro comes with a torch built in, and you can turn it on by long pressing this button right here? And then there are 4 brightness levels to this light, and the last one is this red color. You can also tap on this icon that appears on the display to turn the torch on or off. Now this torch can also be turned on from the quick controls panel by tapping on this button, and it comes up, and from here you can again control the brightness levels. To access notifications on T Rex 3 Pro, you need to swipe to the right from the watch face, and then you can get to your notifications. And here you don't have the swipe gestures for notifications like all the other Amazfit watches. Rather, you have to long press on a notification, and then you get extra features from where you can delete the notification or you can access the AI assistant. Now this AI assistant is really useful. You can just tap on it and it will give you some more information about the notification that you are getting. And this AI assistant can be activated by going in settings, scroll down, and then go in voice assistant, then go in Zepflow. Here you need to give notification access to Zepflow and then turn on show AI notification assistant. Now if you get any notifications where you have dates or time involved, you can also turn on this AI assistant right from the notification and add that particular event that you got the notification about to your calendar. If you have a particular notification that is of importance to you and you want to keep it at the forefront of the notifications, you can also pin it to the top, and you can do that by long pressing on the notification, and then you get this button here pin to top. Just tap on it and you will now see that notification at the top of the notifications list. And you can also long press on this notification to unpin this notification. A feature that makes Amazfit's T Rex lineup unique is the buttons and how you can control every single feature of the watch using these buttons. So you can go up and down, you can select anything from the select button, and you can go back with the help of a back button. So you can control the whole watch using these buttons, and you can also assign several shortcuts to these buttons. So if you go in settings, then go in preferences, here you can go down into shortcut buttons. So you get long press shortcut for the select button. So you can go in here, and from here you can select any one of these shortcuts for the select button. Next you have press select button. So what will happen if you just press the select button from the watch face? So right now it's set to launch workouts. You can set it to launch any one of these other apps. Then you have long press down button. So this one right here, if you can go in here, you can select any one of these apps from here, and then you have double press back button. So this one right here, you can go in here and select any one of these apps. So you long press the select button to launch Zepflow. So this is the default setting, and if you're on the watch face, you tap this button, it will take you to the workouts app. Then you can double press the back button to go into your notifications. You can long press the up button to launch or turn on the light. And finally, you can long press the down button to launch voice memos, which I've set in the settings. There's also a temperature sensor built into Amazfit T Rex 3 Pro, and we get an accompanying temperature or thermometer app. So if we go in the app drawer, go all the way down, go in more, you will see the thermometer app here. And here you can see that it has been measuring my body temperature on my wrist, but you can place it on any surface and it will measure the temperature of that surface. So let's say if I'll put it right here, you'll see that instantly the temperature starts to drop down and it will stop at the temperature of the subject or object that you'll place next to the sensor. Next up, if you're running out of the battery on T Rex 3 Pro, which might not be quite often, there is a dedicated battery saver mode built into this watch with a twist. So if you go in settings and then go in preferences, here you will see this option battery saver mode. Go in here, you can turn on the battery saver mode and you can read about it. So it will disable a few things here and there to improve the battery life. But if you want to get the most out of the battery life of this watch, there is also a clock mode with time only feature. So you can go in here and you can read about it. When the clock mode is enabled, the watch can be used to view the time and record steps and basic sleep information. So that's pretty much it. And that is the clock mode on T Rex 3 Pro. It shows you the time, date, steps and battery, and will also record basic sleep information. To turn it off, you have to long press on this button and that will exit from the clock mode. If you go in settings and then go in workout settings, here you will see this pause button setting. So if you go in here, you can set up how you want to pause the workouts. So you can click this button once to pause the workouts, or you can set it to long press this button to pause the workouts. Next up, if you live in an area with extreme low temperatures, you can turn on something called automatic low temperature mode. And for that, you need to go in settings, then scroll down, go in preferences, and here if you scroll down you will see this automatic low temperature mode, and from here you can enable it and you can read about it, what it does. So it basically ensures that the watch can be used at an environment temperature of -30 to -10 degrees centigrade, but the touchscreen and certain features cannot be used. After the automatic low temperature mode is enabled, the watch will automatically switch between the low temperature mode and normal mode according to the temperature. The watch needs to restart during the mode switching process. You can also exit the low temperature mode by pressing and holding the back button. Next up, T Rex 3 Pro also comes with a sleep mode that you can turn on from the quick controls by tapping on this button. But there is a hidden feature in sleep mode as well that I want to talk about. So if you go in settings and then go in preferences, and here go in sleep mode, scroll down and you will find something called smart enable. So what this basically does is that it automatically enables sleep mode during sleep while you are wearing the device. This does not affect sleep mode setting in sleep schedule. So if you turn this feature on and you forget to turn on the sleep mode, the watch will detect that you're sleeping and it will automatically turn on the sleep mode for you, which is pretty cool. You can also connect Bluetooth headphones with the Amazfit T Rex 3 Pro. So if you go in settings and then go in Bluetooth, here you will see this option headphones. Go in here and you'll see that your Bluetooth headphones options will appear here. Tap on it and it will connect to your Bluetooth headphones, and now you can listen to music on the watch through your Bluetooth headphones. If you go in settings and then go in sound and vibration, here you will see this option called buzzer intensity. So buzzer intensity is basically the sound that the watch makes along with the vibration, and you can set that buzzer intensity low, medium or high. Moving on, there is also a dedicated battery manager on Amazfit T Rex 3 Pro. So if you go in settings and then scroll down, you will find this battery manager. Now in here you'll get some really crucial features. Basically it tells you about your current battery percentage and then when was it last fully charged. If you scroll down you can read about how to prolong the battery life, and then it gives you all the important settings that you can turn off to improve or increase the battery life on this watch. And these settings include things like active heart rate monitoring, auto blood oxygen monitoring, auto stress monitoring, assisted sleep monitoring, sleep breathing quality monitoring, always on display, and workout detection. So all of these features use extra battery, and if you don't use any one of these features you can simply turn them off from here. Then there are some other settings that you can change, things like heart rate monitoring frequency. You can change that, you can change the brightness levels, screen on duration and all that stuff. And then if you scroll further down it shows you your usage details, and this is something very few smartwatches do. So it tells you your wake on wrist race times, outdoor workouts, how many notifications you got, how many blood oxygen tests you did, and all these other things like screen on time, music playback, Bluetooth calls, and background running apps. So this gives you a very crucial insight into how different apps and different functions are using the battery on this watch. If you go in settings and then go in preferences and scroll down, you will see this feature called glove mode. So if you go in here and enable it, it will basically allow you to use the screen on this watch with gloves with a thickness of 2 millimeters. So you can read about it here. Moving on, you can also change the color profile of the watch, and for that you need to go in settings, then go in display, and here scroll down and you will see this option screen color style. Go in here. Now by default is set to natural, but if you scroll to the left you will see this vivid option, and if you set that you will now get much more vivid and saturated colors on the watch. T Rex 3 Pro comes with a flashlight built into it, and there is also an SOS feature that it comes along. So if you go in quick controls and then scroll to the left, you will see this SOS button here, and if you tap on it, the watch will start flashing the flashlight. And then you can also control the brightness levels of this flashlight and change the color to red as well. And this SOS feature can be turned off using this button here. Moving on, the watch also has built-in screen lock feature. So if you go in settings and then go in preferences, you will see this off wrist lock feature. You can go in here and turn it on. Then you can add a passcode. You can read more about it. When the system detects that the watch is off the wrist, it automatically locks the watch with a passcode. So right now everything works fine. All features are working on this watch. Now let's take it off and see how quickly the watch locks itself. Right, so it's working still, and there you go. It has locked itself. I think it took a couple of seconds to lock the watch. That's about it from this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one and you've learned a lot about your watch. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye bye.